Hi, Carrie here. It's probably going to be hard for me to look up there instead of at the screen, so I'll probably be going back and forth. So forgive me. I decided that I needed to have a little bit more accountability for my weight loss efforts, seeing as I've come so far and I still have so far to go. So I decided that I have a very defined goal set for next summer. Even though my high school reunion this year was originally going to be my goal, I did not necessarily hit that goal, but now I am 100% in it. Okay? So 100% in it, and you guys are going to help me. Originally, I topped out at 340 pounds. I have one picture that I think really showed me at my heaviest, which was here when I first moved into Castleberry Hill, and I can kind of show you. So that was me with my very good friend Tammy. And I kind of keep that picture as a reminder, not to mention all of the pictures on this picture wall. Can you see it? Right there. There's pictures on the picture wall from my wedding, which also show me at a much larger size. So I lost about 120 pounds with gastric bypass, which I had in 2004. Unfortunately, I began not necessarily following all of the rules that I should have followed, and I began drinking, and therefore I just stopped losing. I never really gained too much more. I still fluctuate in the 220 to 230 range. Right now, I weighed in this morning. My weigh-ins will be on Friday. My blog and or video, ideally I'll do a video each Friday and just kind of do a recap and you know, smack myself around a little if I really wasn't good. But I will be good because I'm 100% in this. I know exactly what I need to do. Weight loss is, there's a science to it. It's just calories in, calories out. My goal is generally to work out a half an hour a day. Days when I go swimming, days when I go biking, I will get more than that. Otherwise, my goal is generally to work out first thing in the morning, and that way it doesn't get away from me. There are a lot of really great programs on Hulu and on Netflix that you can basically just pick up whenever you want. They are a little trimmed down, so they could be somewhere around the 20-minute mark instead of the 30, so you probably want to do 2 of them, or tack on some type of toning, or even get on a treadmill or a stationary bike, or just go out and take a walk. And I also sign up for a lot of things like Jillian Michaels, reminders of things that I can do, little tips. About.com has a fitness newsletter that they send out. And this one right now was how to maximize your lunchtime walk and a 30-day fitness challenge. So that's great. You know, that can kind of jumpstart a little bit of things for you. As far as food goes, basically I stay in the 1,300 to 1,500 range. 5 to 6 meals in the sense of about 250 to 300 calories for each of my meals, with about 100 to 150 calories for my snacks. That's 2 to 3 snacks, and it just depends on how many calories I have allotted. That also allows me, if I would like 1 glass of wine, just 1, I can have that too, in place of one of the snacks. A lot of times what ends up happening with me is that wine actually replaces meals. Not a good thing. So 1 glass of wine, and keeping to that regimen, for the most part, I try to minimize the number of carbs, whole carbs that I have. I will have some whole grains and you know, rices and whole wheat pastas every once in a while, but for the most part, I try to get most of my carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables. I'll have an omelet in the morning that's just chock full of veggies, and it's very satisfying. It's a very filling meal without having the extra carbs, which also I find I get sluggish if I have that. And a lot of times you'll hear that people get sluggish from that. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I am, this morning, I think I may have said it, but I weighed in at 227, not good, but 227 is a joke around here because we have a stoop at our building, and we joke that it is like the TV show 227, which you may or may not recall. And I am not like Jack Hay, but the building's a little bit like 227. So I'm at 227. My goal is by August 1st of 2013 to be at 150. 150. Okay. So I've got about 77 pounds to lose. I think this initial down to about 219, 220 is probably going to come a little quicker off than the 1.6 pounds roughly that I have to lose a week. and that's just because I know I was at 220 recently, and I believe my low was at 211, and I did that during a recent challenge that I was in. So my 5 minutes are up, and I hope that I'm sure I rambled a little bit this time. I'll be a little bit more on focus for the next ones, and I'm going to try to have you guys hold me accountable and keep me honest. Thanks.